guys, I can't tell you how stoked we are. We have just finished watching the Block Australia 2025. These two, I think we cried with them when they got such a shit profit. We were so upset. But they were the absolute favorites of the Block 2025. Robby and Mat, welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it, guys? Oh, no. Wait, just make sure that we've got... We might need to phone you back quickly. We don't have any sound from you guys. Okay, Devek's going to phone them back very quickly. Okay, don't worry. It'll probably be us. We're going to phone you right back. How cute are they? Yes. We're going to phone them right back. Robby Libbett, 37 years old, is a barber, successful business owner. Mat Johnson, 41 now. He's a well-known hairdresser and business owner. They are best friends. They met 15 years ago in Adelaide. Mat was cutting Robby's hair, and they competed on season 21, set in Daylesford, Victoria, and it premiered in July 2025 on the Nine Network in Australia. Robby and Mat finished third on the block in Daylesford. Their house sold for $3,099,910, and they pocketed about $50,000 each. All right, boys, can we hear you now?
Can you hear us?
We can hear you. Look, it's definitely us.
Oh, fabulous.
It's not you. It's us. Boys, I cannot tell you how excited our country is to have you on radio right now.
Oh, thank you. We are very, very excited to be here.
It's crazy that it's on the other side of the world, and we are a family name in South Africa.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed that since last week, because Friday was when the final ended, or aired here at least, have you noticed a lot of South African followers now?
Oh, absolutely. We've had so many incredible messages from people from like all parts of South Africa, but the most kind, beautiful, supportive words, like, you know, people really enjoyed having us in their lounge rooms.
We're surprised people like us.
Yes.
Well, this is the thing is, I mean, you really, there's like a double-edged sword here, because the one thing is you're both just great humans and you were so much fun to watch. But the other thing, and we said that, and you obviously weren't listening earlier, but you did that thing that we just wish, and especially in South Africa, boys are still boys here. You know, it's rugby and it's cricket and it's beers, and we like pat each other on the back. And you boys, you were vulnerable. You showed love. You like allowed each other to emote. That vulnerability that I think men need to see. And not that our sexuality needs to be brought into things, but I still think there's a lot of boys that have this awkwardness either about being themselves or being themselves around someone else who likes boys. And the two of you just smashed that. And it was so beautiful to watch. So thank you.
Yeah, well, look, we're a weird dynamic for sure. Like, you know, a gay and a straight, a hairdresser and a barber, that's a TV show by itself. And then you throw a house in there to build. It's a recipe for disaster.
It's incredible. Like for us, this is just normal behaviour, right? But, you know, when we were on the show, we got commended so many times for breaking boundaries and breaking stereotypes, and that sort of dynamic and relationship hadn't been on Australian TV. So it looks like it probably hasn't happened in South Africa as well. So for us, this is just normal behaviour, us just being, you know, complete lunatics, and then, put us on a TV show, and somehow it worked.
And instead of a pat on the back, it's a pat on the bottom.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
With a meat pie.
Now, for some of the people who are avid block watchers, some comments were made that for your entire season, everyone got their bums in the proverbial butter by getting those really beautiful caravans to sleep in. Do you think the caravans did make your experience that much easier, or are you like, hold up, you guys, it's still the hardest experience we've ever had?
Oh, if anyone says it's easy, I will come to the house and set them on fire. And I'll stand there with a cup of water in my hand, drinking the cup of water rather than helping them put out the fire. That's how.
We called our caravan the Chamber of Farts.
Look, it's just because we have somewhere to... The caravan gave us somewhere to lay down for a couple of hours. That was it.
Yeah.
So, like, because what you don't, like, we're recorded 24 hours a day, but we're recorded with video for 18 hours a day, right? So that little time that we have when we're in the vans is when we sleep. We're not on camera, but as soon as we wake up, you know, I think we were filming for 94 days or something like that. And you don't have your personal phones, you don't have your friends, your families, or your life. You're in this vortex where nothing else exists, and you finish a room and then it's, you know, straight to Scotty
away.
and doing all that, and then, you know, it was crazy. And then at 6 o'clock the next morning, we're up to do the next room. So
Then the last week means nothing.
the week before means nothing. And like just the mental stress and stamina of keep going and going and going. But like before we're about to walk into Scotty's sawmill, we're all standing there going like, we could have the best night of our lives, or we could walk out feeling like oh God,
Slapper.
like a slapper. So we like the bedhead. Oh God.
Don't bring back. We've got people.
Bedhead.
Yeah, look, we want to be supportive of you, but that was shit. I mean,
Oh yeah, we're very well aware, but you know what though? It made great TV. It got brought up every single week by someone for the entire show. It will go down in history, I can guarantee you, in the next season as the worst. But do you know what? And we set her on fire.
no, you didn't.
Yeah.
Did you not see that episode?
I didn't see you set it on fire.
Blazen.
I didn't see that you set it on fire. For those of you who didn't watch, there was this one episode where they all had to create like a bed head, you know, for the back of your bed.
Yeah.
And then they were told, it actually has to be in the room that you're creating. And these boys they had gone out, and I get it, they'd done some with a lot of pattern, like quite a, like they were calling it quite Harry Potter-esque.
Look. Don't drink Prosecco and style a bed.
Don't drink in style. Don't drink in style.
And then I must say, when you're talking about...
Or DUI, divine under the influence.
No, exactly. Do not style under the influence. There was that one night where you two should have won. I think it was back or front yard week, and then the Smiley couple, then they used their gnome. And
We've got their names too, don't worry.
No, we forgot their names too. They're actually related. They're cousins.
that's what I was going to say. My heart broke for you two.
They're cousins, but they got married.
I mean, come on, anyone. You guys would have done the same thing if you were in that position. You would have used the gnome too. But it felt like such a stab in the flipping back for that week specifically.
Well, their backyard was the worst on the street. Don't tell it.
I think that's right. Look, we get why they did it, but the hardest thing was because we won that week, like technically with the points, and then they had the gnome.
Yeah.
We get it. If their room, their thing was good, it would have been an easy pill to swallow, but because it was so bad, we were like, we were salty.
But the judges put them in second place. So, I mean, honestly, it's so weird sitting at home watching the judging.
I remember.
No, Brett and Taz were second, and they were third, but it was a quarter of a point difference. And because they had 1 point, they went from being third to first.
Shit. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I don't know now, considering when you were on the production, I don't know what you're allowed to say, what you're not allowed to say, but how different is the edit that we get to see from what was happening in real life?
Yeah.
Look, what you see is what you get with us, and we knew they couldn't edit us badly, but Sunny and Alicia, for example, they're our best friends. We're actually with them at the moment. They're in another hotel room. Oops, I sport something. Okay, South Africa. We're actually on next year's episode.
You can't whisper. You can't whisper.
Don't say anything.
US and Australia. We're actually going back on tonight, so don't say
We're getting
anything.
an exclusive right now. Oh, yes, finally South Africa has an exclusive.
Robby's going to get in trouble. But look, Sunny and Alicia, for example, are the most beautiful people we've ever met, and they will be friends for life. We speak nearly every day.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, they got an edit which was not them.
Yeah, it's a bit of a rough edit. Someone's going to be the villain, and I think because, you know, with Taz and Brett being police officers, there was no way that they could have got it. And then Ben, well, you know, their brother and sister, and the girls, they're actually identical twins.
You know, the hot moody lesbians.
The lesbians. Yeah, the hot moody lesbians. Yeah, they're actually identical twins.
Yeah. I mean, you know, sisters, we love it for them. Oh, this is everything. You two have to come and visit us. Do you understand? You will get the best reception in South Africa. You have to come and visit us, please.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? If anyone's listening, bring us over for some sort of event or something, because we've had that many people requesting us to come over to South Africa. So surely there's some company that needs us to do something.
I agree.
We can, finger paint, make bedheads.
Bedheads, that's what I was thinking.
Drink
Bedheads.
wine.
Hey, I have to ask. We have great wines, and they are a fraction of the price when you get the South African wines in South Africa. So we'll help you with that, boys. On the final episode, when you went for the auction, do you think where you were placed, because you guys took second, which was seemingly obvious, you should have had second, but you never did when you didn't have that higher reserve, like not the higher reserve, like with the other teams, I can't remember what they called it now, where they had a baseline that you had to start at. Do you think it would have pushed your auction up? Because we cried with you when the hammer went down, then the gavel went down. It was heartbreaking.
It was heartbreaking, but we knew we had to go second because there was someone that wanted to buy Britt and Taz's house, and we knew whoever didn't buy their house was going to buy our house. And so we knew that they wouldn't stop until they got it. So if we went first, we probably wouldn't have sold, because people would have been waiting for their house to sell, because they were going to fight it out to get it. So if we went first, we probably wouldn't have sold. So we're so grateful that we did get that position. But, the reserves were 600 grand higher than the market value for the area.
Oh, look, there's two things we can't control: the weather and the reserves.
Yeah.
We did everything else we could.
But I mean, $50,000, what did you two land up doing with that? Like, do you have something to show from that each?
To be honest, I probably lost about that in my business, being out at the show. When the cat's away, the mice will play, and it is tough, but also on the show, brought in so many new clients into our businesses. Look, to be honest, I've got a young family, and, that really does help. So look, in the near future, hopefully we can buy a house and use it towards renovating, but also, as bad as this sounds, 50 grand doesn't get much.
No, 50 grand doesn't get much.
We're grateful.
We're extremely grateful. Don't get me wrong. Like, at the end, we're disappointed, and it's okay to be disappointed because we gave up our lives for 4 months. We gave up our friends, our families, our businesses, everything, just gets put on hold. So, ideally we would have loved more, but we're happy we sold.
Yeah.
Like poor Em and Ben, the cousins, the kissing cousins,
yes.
and then the Siamese lesbians, they didn't sell, and they still haven't sold.
Yeah. Oh, really? I was going to ask that.
No, and so we're grateful that we sold, and we have a great outcome with it. Yes, a bit more would have been lovely, but you know what? At the end of the day, we had that absolute time of our lives, and we're grateful that people have enjoyed, having a good time with us.
Yeah.
We were mental.
To be honest, I wouldn't, looking back now, knowing the result and knowing everything we went through and all the pain and, missing my family and my young ones, and I wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Do you boys mind if I ask about the kids? If you want to keep the kids off the conversation, no problem.
Go for it.
But obviously, Matt, you and Alyssa, correct? The baby.
Yeah, Alyssa's my my partner. Yeah,
Yes,
and we've got little Brooks.
And you got Brooks. And how is dad life? How are you managing?
I have an amazing partner who's a super mum. She's and she lets, I don't know how she puts up with me and the things that we do. Us actually. And obviously Matt's a father.
Yeah.
Yes, and I heard you, and you also had a little boy, correct?
Yeah. 4 months old, baby Jack.
How did that work?
Congratulations.
She actually felt pregnant while I was on the show.
I heard that. So, and how cool is that? I want to know about that conversation. Do you just go up to your bestie and you're like, hey, you want to go Harvey's on a baby? Like, how did that work?
Well, we started the process 7 years ago.
Really?
I've been asking Rob for 7 years, but we haven't made one yet.
I come and try harder, Robby.
Spaghetti straight until it's wet.
We started the process 7 years ago, and we do it IVF solidly for 5 years.
Oh.
And she felt pregnant while I was on the show and didn't want to call me and be like, hey, you're going to be your dad, because like we'd had false starts along the way, and you know you can't control what they put and don't put on TV with the show. So she waited until I got home, and so on one day I found out she was halfway pregnant. It was going to be a boy. The exact date he was going to be born, it was just no.
You're going to be a dad.
I'm going to be a dad.
That is crazy. That's really amazing. And really, it's a bestie that you had a baby with. And most people, I mean, Robby, I don't mean you and Alyssa, but a lot of people I know have had babies with people they're not at all friends with. So, I mean, the fact that the two of you can co-parent like that, do you stay together or how does that work?
So basically, because she's got a lovely partner, she's in a same-sex relationship, and so they live like 10 minutes away from me, and so lots of backwards and forwards, and
Oh my God, that's amazing.
It works out well because we communicate every day, and it's not about us, it's about Jack.
Of course.
And so it's like we started our own little family, so yeah, it's great.
I've always wondered in that situation as well, like when you've both got a difference of opinion, you know, you say, oh, I want him to be at that school, and she's like, no, I want this school. Do you just like rock, paper, scissors for it, or how do you guys decide?
Well, it's only 16 weeks old, so we don't have much, like, you know, he's pretty much just on the boob, sleeping and shitting.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, get on your same.
We haven't got to the school part yet. Who knows?
All right, and boys, listen, and obviously I know that you just let a secret slip, so we're very excited to see you possibly on an episode of something again very soon. If someone wants to follow you guys, and if someone wants to, just by the way, I did find that online, so you haven't let a specific cat out the bag. If someone wants to follow you guys, do you have any merch coming out? Do you have anything? Because I know that if your faces were plastered on hoodies, we'd be wearing them. So how do people get hold of you? How do they follow you? Just to, like, you know, be fans.
Well, I've my Instagram is Robin, ROBIN, of Loxley, like Robin Hood.
Yeah.
And yours is
Matt Johnson.
Well, there we go.
There's not many Matt Johnsons in the show.
MA2_JOHNSON_. But I've bought a church in the country which I'm renovating, and we're going to do some fun content with that.
Sick. That's amazing.
No.
Yeah. He's starting his own cult.
I'm going to start a cult.
We're in.
A cult for... and that's MJ's Church.
It's going to be
so give that a follow.
Next tattoo, Divine. The cult of MJ's Church. We love it. Quick one, guys.
Fabulous.
On the show, everyone was stressing out. People were like not sleeping. They're covered in paint. You know, things are not happening. Floors are not getting done. Waterproofing's not dry. And you two still, by the end, were playing pranks on each other. Like, for example, the fake snake prank. Is that you two all of the time? Or have you ever had a genuine fight?
It's all the time.
Well, I think the best thing about the show is that everyone was in a relationship at Matt and I. And if we ever had an argument, we'd get up, like, you know, it'd take them, a week to get over an argument.
Yeah, 3 business days.
And Matt and I would be like, I'd be like, oh, Mum. And they'd be like, what do you want for lunch? And I'd be like, I want a pie and a donut. Yeah. And then we'd get over it like that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he'd be like, you're speaking really rudely to me. And I'm like, I know it, and I cannot help it. What do you want for lunch?
A pie and a donut. Fine. I love you. I love you too.
Yeah, because there's no point in getting upset, because like it doesn't serve anything or anyone well. So be positive, have fun, and just shut up and get on with it. You know. So it's like,
I want to introduce you boys very quickly. So this girl, Fiona, she's known as the CEO because everyone asked us, oh, who's the CEO of your business? We were like, screw CEO, we're girls. This is my CEO. Her name is Fiona. We were at school together.
Hello, CEO.
And we started Plays It In together. And it's amazing because seeing you two work together, this is like, we have those days where we're like, I love you. We should have some champagne and then just be quiet for a while, you know, or just some of God's greenness just to make sure that we're calm. So I just wanted to introduce you to Fiona because she's the other half behind this, and we're so proud of what we've done and the fact that you guys just had that beautiful connection as well. Again, I don't think you realize what you've done, especially for the boys, for the men who got to see two boys just like be so strong, yet also so vulnerable, and be such lads, but also be just like in a heart space. It's remarkable. And just thank you. Like, I think you've done more than you realize beside a really cool reno. For real.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for having us. Like I said at the start, it's crazy that you guys are on the other side of the world and watching us and falling in love with what we are. We're just a couple of dickheads.
Yes, we do love it, dickheads.
Just a couple of guys.
They're hysterical. Listen, Robby, Mat, thank you so much. I know that you've taken some time out of your day. Have the most amazing rest of your day. Make good choices, and please, some beers on us. Okay, I'll get the CEO to put some bucks in your account.
Oh, absolutely. Also, just putting it out there, I'm still single, boys. So if there's anyone handsome,
Big South African,
a rugby player, a few bad tats, mate, front of the line.
Listen, I've got Robby's number now. I'm going to send you some pictures. You let me know. We'll gently make some, because I think you and I might have a similar taste, my friend.
Absolutely. I love the South African accent.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I think I've definitely got something for you. If you don't mind an Afrikaans twang, we're good to go. Yes, look at his face. Yes. The thighs of a number 8. I've got you, boy.
Oh,
I've got you.
I feel great around here.
I know. We're going to take this off air. I'm going to hook these boys up. We just got like Tinder Live. This is Radio Plays It in. Robby and Mat from the Block 2025. Thank you so much for making time for us. You guys are amazing. And just thank you for being you.
Thanks for having us.
And we look forward to seeing you again somewhere soon.
Excellent. Thank you for having us. Oh, thank you. Night, South Africa.
Bye.
Night, South Africa. Bye, places. Bye. Bye.
It's 5 minutes to 8. I love these guys. I'm not going to let them stop. Keep going. Bye.
Bye. Bye.